Okay, welcome back. This is Windows of the Soul by Rav Avigdor Miller. We're going to read the section for Wednesday, Guarding the Eyes. And stay with me till the end of this video because this shouldn't be too long, but I'll share with you a very profound spiritual secret. So, once we understand that Olam Hazeh, this world, is a harp that we use to make music, and that it's by means of our eyes that we play these songs, it means that there's a big responsibility that falls on our shoulders. Because don't we know that many people are using their eyes to see all the wrong things in the world? They see sad things, wickedness. They see Rashaim, so wicked people. They see girls in hair, and they see tall Gentiles that throw a basketball into a hoop. They see everything they shouldn't see, and those are the songs that their neshamot sing. They're seeing things in this world that make stains on their souls. Stains that will last forever. The Kuzari says that whatever once went into your mind, even the foolishness that you saw in your youth, you'll never get rid of it all the days of your life. And my Rebbe added something. He said that if you take it with you into the next world too, don't think you'll be able to leave it in your grave. It goes with you. And that's because pictures are the window to the soul, and whatever wickedness you see creates a stain on the soul. And every stain is a tragedy, because in order to enjoy the happiness of the world to come, the soul must first be cleansed of its stains. It means Gehenna. And you have to know that there is nothing as terrible as Gehenna. To go through Gehenna means you're going to undergo hell, like H-E double hockey stick, he says. It's more suffering, more pain than all the Yisurim we can imagine in this world, because it's a trip to the expert cleansing shop where they have all kinds of chemicals there, all kinds of cleansing agents that burn out the stains, but they're very sharp. They clean them, but they burn. And sometimes, however, the stains are so deep, so set that the cleaner has to use everything he has to get rid of them. What he's referring to is not the Christian idea of hell, but the Jewish idea of hell is that it's there to clean you and purge you of the things that the negativities and the bad things that you've impressed upon your life in this world. And therefore it needs to be purified. Okay, by the time he's finished, the place where the spots were are now holes. And even when he's finally ready to walk into Olam Haba, the world to come, he's still shaky on his feet, but he's being brought now into the better place, only that he has the holes now, the damage to the neshama, which will never go away, never. And therefore it's much better if a person is shormeira, if he turns his eyes away from wickedness in this world while he's still alive and keeps those stains off his neshama in the first place. And so before anything, we have to train ourselves how not to see. David davened for that because he understood what it means to see wrong things. We have to ask Hashem for help, but at the same time, we have to get busy helping ourselves. We have to train ourselves to control our eyes from looking at what we're not supposed to look at. It's an important point because I'm constantly asked the same question. How do I avoid looking where I'm not supposed to look? How do I guard my eyes? And the answer is you guard your eyes by guarding your eyes. It's a matter of training. You can train yourself to keep your eyes on the sidewalk. Don't look left or right. Just study the sidewalk. That's how you guard your eyes. And he's probably writing in such a way because he lives in maybe New Jersey, or I don't remember exactly where he lived, but in a large city, most of the places you go, it's by sidewalk. Of course, when you cross the street, don't guard your eyes, guard yourself. First look left, then look right, then again look left and look right twice, and then scurry across the street. Don't stroll across the street leisurely. Scurry across the street. This advice should cost you $10, by the way, but I'm not charging you for it. When there is a lawyer who was trying to collect insurance money for somebody who was hit by a car, so the lawyer tells you when you stand up in court, you should say, I looked first left, then looked right, then again left, and then again right. He tells you this. He tells you to say that because that will help you collect damages. You didn't do that, of course, but the lawyers want you to say that because that's what you should have done. After you've crossed the street, however, your next job is to study the sidewalk again. Keep your eyes on the sidewalks. Cement is kosher to look at. If you want to raise your eyes, raise your eyes up and study a tree and remark on the wonders of Hakadosh Baruch Hu, that's all right too. But as soon as you're finished looking at the tree, focus your eyes once again on the cement underneath you. And that's the way to train your eyes. Keep your eyes down and keep walking down the block. Study the cement the whole time that you're walking. You'll be surprised how much that will help you. And sometimes I hear of rabbis who, if you wear glasses, they tell you, if you're going someplace like that, just take your glasses off. You can see where you're going, but you won't see all the craziness in the world. Anyway, when you get to the next street, you start the process again. You walk both ways twice, you look both ways twice, and as soon as you get to the safety of the next curb, you lower your eyes again to the sidewalk and keep them there. And by the way, it's not just that you're turning away from bad. It's a greatness, a perfection. Achieving what you came into the world for. The Halavavot says that one of the ways that we achieve perfection in this world is by being malachim ashovim. The angels, or shovel, any difficulties in order to serve him. That's one of the ways a Jew attains greatness. So when a person is in a place where all around him there are all types of sights that will stain his neshama, but he restrains himself as much as possible. He keeps his eyes down. He's not letting his eyes wander. That's a tzaddik, a big tzaddik. It's not easy, but you find Jewish boys who will refrain from looking in the wrong direction because it's not moral to look. These are tzaddikim. It's possible to do it, and if you're serious about it, you'll be helped. HaKadosh Baruch Hu won't withhold good from those who go in the ways of decency. He's going to help them. When a person comes to purify himself, so after a while, he'll see only the beautiful trees. He'll see the beautiful carpet of green grass, the beautiful sky, the colorful fruit in the fruit stand. Life will be to him a place where he'll see only things that will help succeed in his career in life. Otherwise, he won't take the trouble to train his eyes. He can expect to encounter anything. People who have eyes that wander, they're lazy and careless, and their eyes are strolling all the time. Sometimes people even look into the windows of the houses as they pass by. So when the eyes are strolling all the time, you can understand that they'll suffer the results. When people are looking for things to see, HaKadosh Baruch Hu punishes them and causes them to see certain things that ordinarily they wouldn't have seen. That's an onus. If you're coming to defile your neshama, then Hashem opens up doors for you. So there's that idea that Bilam, he consulted with God, what should he do? Should he go with them? And first God was like, no, don't go. But because he kept pushing for the wrong thing, Hashem said, do it, right? Because he guides people along their own path. Whether your path that you choose is the right path or not, he's still going to be with you. But ultimately, the results of those paths, whether it's the path of his will or the path of your will, it has a grand effect on what happens in your life and what happens in other people's lives. Just as we see with the decisions of Bilam. So these people have no control because they didn't practice. It's not even on their minds to be careful, and so their neshamot are getting dirtier and dirtier every day. And so we'll say that the way forward, the best way to guard your eyes is by doing just that, guarding your eyes. Anybody, man and woman, boy and girl, who wants to learn the system of Shemirat Einayim can do it by the means of practice. Now, the one thing that we are taught, it's a mitzvah to see. It's made for our eyes. It's tzitzit. Tzitzit. The fringe is on the four corners of a four-cornered garment, or more than four corners. But the Baal Shem Tov taught that the angel Michael, that he would give all of his avodat Hashem, all of his service to Hashem, and everything that he knows, all of the spiritual secrets that he knows, to perform the mitzvah of having one tzitzit. And tzitzit are intended to remind you of all the commandments. So I encourage you that if one of the greatest angels in all of creation would be willing to give up everything he has just for one tzitzit, I encourage you not only to wear your tzitzit, but to also consider the spiritual power that it contains and what it represents of the 613 mitzvot. And that do not take it lightly. It is a very serious thing, especially, like I say, if there is one of the greatest created beings that we think of angels as these great things, but actually humans are on a completely different level than angelic beings. We have the ability to perform mitzvot in this world that the angels have no way of even doing. And they really have a desire to be able to do the things that we have down here. The tests that we go through in this life far surpass any of the tests that they would ever have or ever be allowed to engage in. And the mitzvot that we have in this life are so much more powerful, and the rewards for them are so grand. I mentioned in another video about a guy that was praying at the Western Wall, and he, a tourist just seeing him from his backside praying, it inspired him to such a degree that because there was no religious synagogue in his town of Dallas at the time, that when he got back to the United States, he sought out a rabbi that was doing a minyan in his living room, and he put out the money for the shul, for the first religious shul in Dallas. So it's all about your eyes. Your eyes are the first. It's like the first, right? You have different senses, and there's certain senses that are above the others. You have the mouth, nose, ears, eyes, thoughts, even above that. So hopefully that encourages you. Have a wonderful week. Guard your eyes. Encourage yourself and encourage other people to perform more mitzvot all the time. Thanks for watching.